In this lecture, I will show how to set up WordPress on my MacBook. If your goal is to learn about WordPress content editing, a free WordPress.com site is enough. Some configuration-related stuff cannot be done in a free account, but all the other necessary practice for content editing can be done in a free account. If your goal is to develop in WordPress or looking for more control during this course, you can set up WordPress in your local machine. I am showing the installation process for macOS, but the principle remains the same for Linux or Windows. Also, you will get lots of free tutorials for Windows and Linux setup in YouTube and Udemy. To set up WordPress on your machine, some software has to be installed. These softwares are Apache, PHP, and MySQL. You can follow this get-grav link to install these softwares in your Mac. They always keep the post updated this topic. If you follow their process correctly, you can easily install those softwares. After you have set up the environment, go to WordPress.org and click on Get WordPress. You have to scroll down a bit to get the download link. Here you will always get the latest WordPress. At the time of making this video, WordPress 5.7 is the latest. Click on Download WordPress. You have to choose the download location. I will choose Sites. Here I have all the local sites. After download is complete, go to the directory. Unzip the downloaded zip file, and I will rename it to WordPress 5.7. Next, I have to edit the virtual host file for Apache. My vhost file is in this location, and if I get into it, I will see all the local sites there. I already had added a virtual host configuration for this new installation. Document root will be the WordPress project location, which is WordPress 5.7 in my case. Server name will be the URL which I gave my local WordPress.local. After adding this virtual host block, I have to add the server to etc hosts file. etc host files work as a primary lookup for browsers. The IP address of localhost is 127.0.0.1. I have to add my local WordPress.local to this IP address. Next step will be to restart the Apache server, so the changes I made on the virtual host are loaded. Let's hit my local WordPress.local from the browser. It has now entered on WordPress setup and asking for the database configuration. I will now create a database for this WordPress installation. I am using phpMyAdmin to create a database on MySQL. Let's give the database name WP57 and create the database. As the database is created, I will go back to the setup screen. Click Let's Go. Database name will be WP57. Username is root. Then the password. Host will be localhost, and I will keep the table prefix as it is. Click on Submit. It says unable to write the config file. I can either make the directory writable or manually create the file. I will choose manual creation. I have opened the project in Code Editor. Here in the top level, I will create the config file. The name of the file will be wp-config.php. Let's copy the code from the setup screen. Select all, then copy. Now paste here. All set now. Click on Run the installation. Now in the welcome page. Let's give the site title, My Local Site. I will give username admin. I will copy the password. You can also change the password here if you wish. Then I will set an email. Click on Install WordPress when done. WordPress is installing. WordPress is installed now and we now see the success message. I can now log into the site. Username will be admin, and I have copied the password. This is the dashboard after login. Let's now check if file upload works in this installation. Go to the media, add new. You can upload files from your computer. Upload has been failed. To fix it, cd to the project directory from the command line. Then cd to WP content again. If I list the files here, no uploads directory. I will create one with mdir command. Now I have to make this directory writable by web server. So I will use this command. Let's try to upload a file again. This time this drawing file is successfully uploaded. So this is how to install WordPress in macOS. Let's move to the next lecture.